Let's see if we can get a game. Here we go. Start off with e4. Safin Azat. Got a Sicilian. So he goes for the immediate knight c6, allowing the Maraxi bind. Looks like he's planning to play a dragon variation here. Let's shore up the center before it comes under attack. Just take here. You could retreat, but we're not doing that here. If he takes and gives me doubled pawns, I'll have the bishop pair and open lines, so it's okay. The main thing here is not to lose to some tactic on the diagonal here. Also, there's a weakness here. So I like to bring the bishop out to cover that. Then, yeah, I can get castled here. So it's better, in principle, to keep all the pieces on when you're playing the Maraxi bind, when you're playing this side of the Maraxi bind. Yeah, this is the trick, right? You play here, and this is only defended once, then this knight can come here with an attack, and if you do anything here... So anyway, this knight is pinned as a point against that rook in the corner after you play b3. So you get the rook out of the way first, and then you can play here, and everything is solid. This bishop is locked out now. Knight can hop in here. So yeah, the idea with the Maraxi bind is you have more space than your opponent, so you can try and make him feel cramped. And for that reason, you want to keep the pieces on. So I go here, he's going to kick me immediately. Could run back to this side. Let's see. Could just step back out of the way here. Or could do this. This is keeping his knight out of this square. Okay, so let's get my knight up here then. Can still kick it, I guess. I don't know. I might lose this pawn here, right? If he kicks my knight and then trades it off and then takes the pawn, I'll be down a pawn, but I think I'll be able to get it back. Let's see. We will see how it goes, because I don't have anywhere to go with this knight except back here. So he wants to take with the bishop. Yeah, let's just clear that diagonal so I don't have to worry about that anymore. He's going to be left with a weak pawn here. And the knight can go to this square to add pressure to it. But I guess first I have to stop it from coming forward. So maybe that's why he's thinking. Maybe he's thinking about taking this way so that he has this pawn supporting this forward pawn push. Anyway, going here with the knight relieves the pressure on this square, so maybe it's not such a good move. Probably I should just direct frontal pressure with the rooks. I took with the rook. Okay, that's another way of doing it, I guess. So, bishop here, perhaps. Keep the pressure on this D5 square. His rook can be driven back at any time with B4. Yeah, maybe B4. Well, B4 just traps the rook now, so of course he will take this. So I go here. He takes the knight. I take the rook, and he trades queens. I'm just up the exchange, right? That looks like a move. Yeah, all those pawns. This is taking advantage of the extra space that you have here. Take with the rook. He didn't even take the he didn't even take the knight. He could have taken the knight. Not sure what he's up to here. Okay, he's coming in with his knight. He's attacking this square here. Yeah, that's true. He can take there. Threaten here. Well, let's bring my knight in. I will let him have that pawn if he wants it, if he is so insistent. Okay, he wants to take my bishop, huh? Check. Well, if I move my bishop here, hitting his queen, And I could move my knight somewhere, my rook somewhere, but I think just allowing him to win the exchange here is fine. I'm still a piece up. Let's keep this defended. Ah, he really wants to win that. Okay. Knight takes. Oh, yeah, I don't need to defend that. Well, I do need to defend it, but it's not such a big deal. So I went there. Maybe just get the queens off. I defended that pawn. Okay. Still, I can take it. And okay, just ran out of time, but he was going down. Yeah, he's just a piece down in the end game. Plenty of pawns, so no drawing chances for my opponent. Okay, nice start to this session. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Let's get a new game. So kind of a lucky escape there, but well, that's okay. Game is a game. Mr. Vinnick, 1978. We can try a Sicilian ourselves. Yeah, I'm going with E6 Sicilians more often because you see this quite a bit. It's not so popular over the board, but I do see it online and occasionally over the board. So the queen plus the knight will stop this pawn from coming forward. I guess he wasn't listening to me. I can just take it. Now I go here. He can pin the knight. If I try to escape with check. Oh, I can take with the queen. That's what I can do. Yep, that's just not the way. You cannot play that way. See if I take here now. Bishop is still pinned. Okay, so let's get some development going then, finally. I guess I need to do something like this, because that bishop looking down at this angle. Okay, so he can hop in here. True, true, true. He can win the bishop pair. Well, I guess there was bound to be a price to pay. But I still have the extra pawn. So let's continue. Going here with the knight. So what to do with this pawn here? Let's see. Well, if I take the bishop here, yeah, I'm not sure. Kind of want to kick that bishop, but he can then take this pawn. It'll be weak. Let's just develop my bishops here. Get my king off the back rank. And chase that knight away. Could throw in a check first and then back to here. Okay, he didn't want me going there. Interesting, interesting. So I have the check here. Just wondering what to do if the rook comes here, but I can just move my king up. I'm just maneuvering the bishop around so I can get rid of that knight. A knight is too annoying. And he's doing some rook maneuvers. Let's get rid of that knight. Okay. Now I've got a check here. It's opposite colored bishops. Okay, so if I defend this guy and he takes here, I'll move my king. I can probably round up this pawn, can't I? Maybe not. Let's defend it. I can't defend it either. I have made a mistake here. Might as well take, but yeah, I'm going to lose this guy. So check, take, check. The king goes here. And then I can move my bishop. Not clear where I want to move it to. Back here, maybe. So I just put the rook behind the pawn. Oh, no, he's got it defended. I attack this one or this one first. I will eventually round up that pawn. Although it puts my rook out of play for a bit, so I don't know if it's a good trade-off. He's defending his bishop. Probably thinking of coming down here, huh? Yeah, the bishop can go there. He can check me here. I go up here. Let's get these pawns a-rolling. That was why I pushed this forward, so this check here doesn't win a pawn. And just start pushing those pawns. Yeah, just get them rolling. Got a secure blockade on this pawn, and he has trouble stopping these guys from coming forward. Let's get the rook in front of the pawns here. Not where you usually want to put it, but I think in this case it works. So opposite-colored bishop endings are drawish, but but when you have rooks on and pawns that are unblocked, it can be pretty sharp. Get these defending, and then I move the rook forward. I'm pretty sure this loses. My bishop holds back all of these pawns. And these two are not stopped by his bishop. Yeah, he resigned. We can quickly put it up on the analysis board and ask the computer. Yeah, it's a complete loss. It's even thinking about sacrificing the bishop, but yeah, there's nothing to stop these pawns from coming forward. Okay, that was a nice win. Let's see if we can get in a game. Get to new game. Okay, 1798 versus 1776. A good year, very revolutionary. We have a Reti opening with knight f3, sometimes called a Zuckertort. And he goes with d3. Knight f3 and d3. What does this remind me of? He's going to play e3, so we're going to have kind of a reverse King's Indian. Could go ahead and put my bishop here to start with. And then we can block the center. So this should be okay. I'm going to get castled and maybe push forward in the center later. Yeah, get my king out of the center. Looks like he's thinking of pushing forward in the center too. So my idea is to build up slowly like this. There, this will keep the knight out of these squares. I'll put my queen over here. And then I'll put my rook over my knight here so that when he pushes forward, don't have to do anything special. Let's just take there. Yeah, and then the knight forward. So he's looking at this pawn, which is defended at the moment. If I kick that knight, he can come in over here, which might be, this would create some weaknesses for me. Okay, well, immediately he's also threatening the bishop there. So let's defend the bishop. Can also defend the bishop by putting the knight up here, which would allow me to bring a rook over to the center, bring an extra piece behind this pawn. Okay, Mr. V05111, etc., etc., etc. What is the move here? Ran through this opening pretty quick. Yeah, my next move that I'm thinking of is rook to the center. Maybe pushing that pawn. Oh, he's from Greece. Oh, so he went ahead and pushed the pawn first, okay. Now I need to do something about this guy. He takes, I take. When he takes with the bishop, I can actually pin it. Although he could take here with check. But then after I take back, I would have a rook attacking his knight and a rook attacking his queen. So, but the first strike here, I have to, for the first strike with the knight hitting my queen, I have to take. So it's this one. If he takes with the bishop, I can pin it. If he takes here with check, I can take, and his knight is hanging and his queen is hanging. Ah, okay. He just keeps doing stuff. Okay, so let's take here. I have the check. Oh yeah, that still works. The knight defends the bishop. I was worried at the end that I would lose the queen's defense of the bishop, but the knight defends it. So I think I just get my pawn back. And everything's about even. He'll have just a single pawn here, so maybe that'll become a weakness if I handle it right, especially if the queens come off. Also, if the king just moves, I can take here with check. I think bishop here attacking my queen is probably best, but I will still play queen takes pawn. Then he can move his queen. He can keep all the pieces on and try and get some attack going. But he has that after my queen is here, and if he doesn't take my bishop right away, I can get the bishop there and the queen here. Looking at his open king side, he opened up the king side when he did those pawn pushes. Those aggressive pawn pushes, yeah, led to something. So I take, and I get the pawn back. So then I don't have this passed pawn. That was a very dangerous thing. And I also have bishop here immediately. And I'm threatening to take this pawn. I think it turned from a little bit scary to good for black here. So he went there. Yeah, he's defending this pawn. Let's go with the check. Now let's save this pawn. Aha, so he wants to defend that way. So I attack the knight. Where's it going? Here and here are out. Here and here are out. Here and here are out. So it goes to the corner. And then from the corner it'll come out to this square. Okay, 3 versus 2. I go here. He can move his knight to attack my my rook. Oh. Yeah, I thought he was going to try something trickier than that. Yeah, so let's get my king a little bit of space here. Yeah, he can get the check here. I was just going to step up. There we go. So let's see. I want to maneuver this rook around a little bit. Oh, just trades it off. Okay, so bishop versus knight in the endgame can be tricky, I will admit. So I'm going here. He's going to step back with the knight this way to check me, I guess. I will step forward. So I can check the king and drive him back. Step up here. He can take the bishop. I'm not going to try and save it. He doesn't want the bishop, so I'm going to step forward. Yeah, step forward now while I have the chance. Get that passed pawn. And he has the check. So we're going to step here against the knight. Gonna try and maneuver that pawn forward. There's a check here and a check here. Let's step up. Step forward. Okay, so let's protect that pawn. Now this is where it gets tricky. Go here. Go here. I'm going to walk around to where I can attack these pawns. There, he can't defend this pawn. And he resigned. Okay, yeah, I think that was lost. If we can go to the analysis board and back up a little bit. Say right here when he traded rooks. Even before the rook trade, was there anything better for him to do? Yeah, it liked that opposing rooks, because I'm going to penetrate here if he doesn't trade. Oh, it did recommend putting the knight here, but it says that black is winning anyway. So, and after the trade, it is just technique here. Let's see if he ever had a chance to draw it. Or keep the advantage the whole way. Yeah, looks like I didn't. I mean, there was a drop there. Let's see. Yeah, I had a better move here, moving the bishop, but if he takes the bishop, I'm still going to win. And this is still winning. Yep, all the way through. I keep that advantage. And then finally go here. And yeah, now it shows going up to the 40s. So this last move was a mistake, but he had no good move here. There's just nothing. There's no way he can defend these pawns with the knight. He needs to have the knight sit on one of these dark squares to defend it over here in the corner. And wherever it goes, the king can come in here and chase it away and then grab the pawn. So yeah, it's just not going to happen. So anyway, fun session. Thanks everybody for stopping by. I think that's it for me for today. Let's see, I stream on Sundays playing chess, and I stream on Tuesdays playing Go. So if you remember to follow me, you get notifications for when I'm streaming. I'm used to occasionally do streams at other times. I don't do that so much anymore, but I've been keeping to that pretty regular schedule. But following me is always nice. Lets me know you care. So anyway, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you all next time. Bye now. Perfect timing. Just finished my organizing. Yeah, you're welcome, Smuglet. Glad you enjoyed it. Bye-bye now.